My Frenchie is currently sleeping in my lap, Mr. Monte. We did research for almost 2 years. We had some bad experiences. We weren't expecting this. Nobody had told me this. Monte threw up about an hour into the drive and I was freaking out. I didn't know what was happening. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and my second video about Frenchies. My Frenchie is currently sleeping in my lap, Mr. Monte. But this video is going to be about what to expect when bringing home a Frenchie, because I know a lot of people are, talk about what to expect when bringing home a puppy, but Frenchies are a bit different. Now, some of these things do apply to both puppies in general and then French Bulldogs in specific, but I'm gonna tell you a few of the things that I wish I knew when bringing home a Frenchie. The first one is pretty self-explanatory and a lot of people do know this, but it is that they are expensive. You should expect to pay anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 for a decent breeder Frenchie. And, it could be, depending on the color, depending on the genetics, you're gonna pay more or less, but try not to go for a Frenchie that's $1,000 because it either might be a scam or you're gonna get a really unhealthy dog. And that leads me into my next point, which is breeders. This might be the most important point I make in this entire video. And we went through, when getting Monte, we went through several breeders. We did research for almost 2 years about different breeders that we wanted to work with. And we had some bad experiences and a really good experience, obviously, with Mr. Monte here. But make sure that you're interacting with your breeder a lot. They'll answer all your questions, and make sure you're able to talk to their previous customers that have gotten French Bulldogs from them. Also, be sure to make sure it's not a puppy mill too. I prefer small hobby breeders, but that's up to you. Just make sure you're not buying from someone who puts out dozens of litters every year. Next is know that the first days that you get a puppy or a Frenchie, you will not sleep. So make sure you have either time off work or some time that you can spend with them, because their schedules will be off. They'll still be acclimating to living with you, and so they probably won't be sleeping much. Plus, you'll need to be taking them out for bathroom breaks. So just know that the first couple of weeks or days or weeks, you might not be getting much sleep. Next is to puppy-proof your house. Now this goes for all puppies. Make sure there's nothing on the floor that they can get into, chew, or choke on. If your favorite pair of shoes is on the floor, make sure you have that picked up and put away before they come home, just because puppies are bound to chew on everything they can. And then make sure they can't get into anything like plugins in the wall and stuff like that. That could be really harmful to them. Next is not to immediately switch their food. Now I think this goes for every breed of puppy, but make sure if you're not wanting to feed what the breeder is currently feeding them, make sure you're doing like 3/4 breeder food, 1/4 your preferred food for a while, and then switch them over to half, and then just make sure the proportions are right in that sense. Next is know that they might get carsick if you're going to pick them up from a breeder's house and you have to drive maybe several hours to the breeder's house to get them. Bringing them back, we weren't expecting this. Nobody had told me this, but they're already nervous to begin with because they're with a new family. And then when they're riding in the car, a lot of puppies haven't ridden in the car before, so they do get sick. Monte threw up about an hour into the drive and I was freaking out. I didn't know what was happening. Turns out he was just a little car sick. And then the last point I have to make for this video is before you go get your dog, it is very important to figure out potty training and how you want to do that. Whether it's taking them outside, going on potty pads, or some people even litter train their puppies. For us, we decided to go with kind of a combination of two. So our place is obviously on the first floor of our apartment building. So it makes it easier to take him in and out. However, it is difficult to put the leash and the collar on him every time we do that. Plus, we're not home all the time. So we do have puppy pads sporadically, one upstairs, one downstairs. So he knows to go on those when we're not home. We have a bell system. So there is a bell by the front door. And so he knows to ring the bell if he wants to go outside. Now he does tend to take advantage of this whenever he sees a dog outside of the window and he wants to go outside, he rings the bell, even if he doesn't have to go potty. and we have to let him out because he needs to know that bell means outside. So just knowing, how you wanted to do the potty training. That way, as soon as you bring your puppy home, you can as soon as they, go to the bathroom on the floor, you can immediately show them where they're supposed to be going. And this is going to teach your puppy immediately, where is the right place for potty. So, or whatever word you want to use. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Expect another video in the near future. And if you guys have any recommendations or things you want to see about, tips or anything about puppies or French Bulldogs in specific, let me know. Subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want to see more content. And I look forward to interacting with you guys in the future. Thanks. Bye.